Talk to me, girl.
Talk to me, baby. I'm blowing up the mirror since we played it. Let's lose our minds and go fucking crazy.
Keep on hoping, Willie Cape by the ocean.
Walk for me, baby. I'll be Brady, you will be Naomi. Let's lose our minds and go fucking crazy.
That's right. Keep on hoping, Willie Cape by the ocean. Keep on hoping, Willie Cape by the ocean.
Only the best.
Always say you love me, but you always make it all about you. Especially when you've had a few. Oh yeah. All the things I heard from your ex, now they make a whole lot of sense. Already feel bad for your next to have to put up with you. Oh yeah. Worked on myself, opened my eyes. You hate my friends, turns out they were right. It takes two to make it all go right. But with you, it's always my fault and your short views. Just like a time bomb, and I think you should take a second just to look at your reflection, baby. Maybe you're the problem. Okay, you see a pattern, your point of view got it all backwards. You should take your little finger and just point it in the mirror, baby. Maybe you're the problem. You should take your little finger and just point it in the mirror, baby. Maybe you're the problem. Ego always doing the most. Out of touch and not even close. Drama always follows you home, but I won't be waiting no more. Worked on myself, opened my eyes. You hate my friends, turns out they were right. It takes two to make it all go right. But with you, it's always my fault and your short views. Just like a time bomb, and I think you should take a second just to look at your reflection, baby. Maybe you're the problem. Okay, you see a pattern, your point of view got it all backwards. You should take your little finger and just point it in the mirror, baby. Maybe you're the problem. You should take your little finger and just point it in the mirror, baby. Maybe you're the problem. It's not me, it's you. It's not me, it's you. It's not me, it's you. But with you, it's always my fault and your short views. Just like a time bomb, and I think you should take a second just to look at your reflection, baby. Maybe you're the problem. Okay, you see a pattern, your point of view got it all backwards. You should take your little finger and just point it in the mirror, baby. Maybe you're the problem. You should take your little finger and just point it in the mirror, baby. Maybe you're the problem.
Only the best.
I'm so tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love. Just wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. Oh, so tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love. Just wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. Oh, party, trying my best to meet somebody, but everybody around me's falling in love to our song. Yeah, hate it, taking the shot 'cause I can't take it. But I don't think that they make anything that strong. songs, tired of love songs, tired of love. Just wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. Oh, so tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love. Just wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. Oh, strangers, killing my lonely nights with strangers. And when they leave, I go back to our song. I hold on, hurts like heaven, lost in the sound. Buzz cut season, like you're still around. Can't unmiss you, and I need you now. Yeah, yeah. I'm so tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love. Just wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. Oh, so tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love. Just wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. Oh, I'm so tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love. Just wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. Oh, so tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love. Just wanna go home, wanna go home, wanna go home. Oh,
Only the best.
I caught it bad just today. You hit me with a call to your place. Ain't been out in a while anyway. Was hoping I could catch you throwing smiles in my face. Romantic talking, you don't even have to try. You're cute enough to fuck with me tonight. Looking at the table, all I see is bleeding white. Baby, you living the life, and nigga, you ain't living right. Cocaine and drinking with your friends. You live in the dark, boy, I cannot pretend. I'm not faced, only you to sin. If you've been in your garden, you know that you can. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way. Like, I wanna sell what you're buying. I wanna feel on your ass in Hawaii. I want the jet lag from fucking and flying. Shoot a shot in your mouth while I'm riding. Oh, I mean, a sign of the times every time that I speak. A dime and a nine, it was mine every week. What a time and a climb, God was shining on me. Now I can't leave, and now I'm making hella Italy. Never want the niggas that's in my league. I wanna fuck the ones I envy. I envy. Cocaine and drinking with your friends. You live in the dark, boy, I cannot pretend. I'm not faced, only you to sin. If you've been in your garden, you know that you can. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way. Like, call me by your name. Tell me you love me in private. Call me by your name. How do I care if you're lying? I wanna get them.
Only the best.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star. Fucking with me, call up on the Uzi and show up, man, them the shot toss. When my homies pull up on your block, they make that thing go grata-ta-ta. Hey, hey, switch my whip, came back in black, I'm starting saying recipes to Bon Scott. Hey, close that door, we blowing smoke, she asked me light a fire like a Marsan. Hey, act a fool on stage, probably leave my fucking show in a cop car. Hey, shit was legendary through a TV out the window of the montage. Cocaine on the table, liquor porn, don't give a damn. Dude, your girlfriend is a groupie, she just tryna get in. Saying I'm with the band. Hey, hey, now she acting out of pocket, tryna grab up on my pants. On their bitches in my trailer, say they ain't got a man. Hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star. Fucking with me, call up on the Uzi and show up, man, them the shot toss. When my homies pull up on your block, they make that thing go grata-ta-ta.
I've been in the hills, fucking superstars, feeling like a pop star. Drinking Henny, bad bitches jumping in the pool and I ain't got on no bra. Hit her front or back, pulling on the tracks and now she screaming out no more. They like Savage, why you got a 12-car garage and you only got 6 cars? I ain't with the cake and how you kiss that. Your wifey say I'm looking like a whole snap. Green honey's in my safe, I got old racks. LA bitches always asking where the coke at. Living like a rock star, smash out on a cop car, sweeter than a Pop-Tart. You know you are not hard, I didn't make the hot chart. Remember I used to chop hard, living like a rock star. I'm living like a rock star.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star. Fucking with me, call up on the Uzi and show up, man, them the shot toss. When my homies pull up on your block, they make that thing go grata-ta-ta.
Only the best.
You've never been to heaven, have you? Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Hold on, cause baby, I might just give you a bite of your sweetest pie. Ooh, baby, we can go fast. I'll drive and you just lay back. I got the flavor, the last, yeah, the sweetest pie. I might take you home with us. I might give you all of it. Come get your clothes up, the sweetest pie. Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Hold on, cause baby, I might just give you a bite of the sweetest pie.
Baby, I'm the sweetest. Pussy is the meanest. Hot girl shit, but I'm cold every season. Know he got that pipe, let him bust it till it's leak. Yeah. Booty like a pillow, he could use it while he sleeping. Look, don't be going through my phone, cause that's the old me. Ain't the only one tryna be my one and only. Real thick, moving slow, that body like codeine. He a player, but for making it, cutting the whole team. That body, looking nice. I got cake and I know he wanna slice. I wish a nigga would try to put me on ice. I ain't never had to chase dick in my life. I want that nasty, that freaky stuff. Live under my bed and keep
Come on, man.
girl to let him eat me up.
Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Hold on, cause baby, I might just give you a bite of the sweetest pie. Ooh, baby,
Turns out the Braves are absolute dog shit.
the flavor, the last, yeah.
This might be the worst Braves team since like the mid to late 80s. Dang.
Come get your clothes up.
Shout out Claudel Washington and Ken Oberkfell.
Hold on, cause baby, I might just give you a bite of the sweetest pie. You got me hung up from across the room. I'm so high that I'm on another altitude. And on my cloud, I got
Shout out Glenn Hubbard.
a taste for you.
Won't
Hey.
bounce to the ounce. Pick it up, put it down. Wanna put his nutty buddy in my fudge round. He tight than a bitch. He ain't had it like this. Toes curling like they throwing gang signs on crib. One thing about me, I ain't taking no shit. He will. I know it's pissing off his old bitch.
Is it true that Rafael Ramirez got deported?
I don't know who really running things.
You've never been to heaven, have you? Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Hold on, cause baby, I might just give you a bite of the sweetest pie. Ooh, baby, we can go fast. I'll drive and you just lay back. I got the flavor, the last, yeah, the sweetest pie. I might take you home with us. I might give you all of it. Come get your clothes up, the sweetest pie. Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Hold on, cause baby, I might just give you a bite of the sweetest pie.
Real hot girl shit. Me and Dua Lipa finna get
Braves fans hadn't been this embarrassed since they found out John Rocker was a complete piece of shit, racist motherfucker.
Only the best.
Are you someone that I can give my heart to, or just the poison that I'm drawn to? It can be hard to tell the difference late at night.
All right, how's everybody doing? Good morning, and everything like that. Jackpot, what was that food review I had asked you to do? Are you working on that? It must have been really important because I can't even remember what it was I asked you to do, but nevertheless, what was it though? There was some kind of food review I said I needed you to do. It's like way in the portal. I know it's April Fool's Day, but man, you gonna make the Florida fans jump out of a window, man. Don't type that. Come on, man. Oh yeah, green beans. We need a food review. Fresh green beans versus Green Giant in a can. Yeah, I know you're working on that. Yeah, I know you're working on that. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. Did y'all have a good day yesterday? Did you get your week off to a good start? I did in Oregon. I'm telling you, man, I don't know. I did an Oregon video yesterday. And, you know, these aren't prediction videos. I'll start the prediction videos in about 6 weeks, probably, middle of May. But, you know, they were the only team last year to go undefeated. And I'm not asking you if you think they'll be the only team again. Who knows? Maybe 4 teams go undefeated. I don't know. But where is it? Here you go. And I'm not saying this is an easy schedule, but what game are they losing? Now, they have a new quarterback, so there's always the outside chance that Dante Moore is a flop, but I don't think he is. You know, remember, he started as a true freshman at UCLA and then sat the bench last year after transferring to Oregon. But, I mean, Oklahoma State was terrible last year, and they lose almost their entire team. Their whole offensive line is gone. The running back is gone. I mean, the obvious ones, I guess, would be like at Penn State. I do think Penn State's a good team and capable of maybe beating Oregon, especially at home. That Big Ten title game was a good game last year, Oregon and Penn State. I think that was the best game Penn State played all year. And then they lost, but Oregon was a better team. Like, you can't levy the same criticisms against Penn State in their loss to Oregon that you can in a lot of their other losses. Like, you know, no offense, couldn't get a first down, couldn't score. You know, like all those times they keep losing to Ohio State like 17-10 and shit like that. Like, their offense looked really good in that game. They just got beat by a better team. I think that's the best game they ever played. But so I guess Oregon could lose that game. But, man, it's hard to pick Penn State in one of these big games. If they get past this Penn State game, where's the loss? I mean, at Iowa could be tricky, but, you know, they come off a bye week there, so 2 weeks to prepare. Southern Cal, we don't even know. Even if you think Southern Cal is going to be good this year, they're not going to be as good as Oregon, and that's a home game for Oregon. Rivalry game at the end of the year at Washington. I mean, where's the loss? Yeah, I don't know. Well, let me ask you this. You just saw the schedule. Anybody think at a minimum they're not? I mean, they're making the playoffs. Let me put it back. Anybody see 3 losses? That's what it would take to keep them out of the playoffs. Anybody see 3 losses there? You can go ahead and write Oregon into the playoffs, I think. Anybody think they won't make the playoffs? Of course they will. Of course they will. All right, y'all know what time it is. Can we double it up? Can we double it up? Was there anybody not here yesterday? Their over-under win total's got to be 10.5. Hell, it might be 11.5. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. This is from FanDuel. So you may be able to find a different number somewhere else, but this is going to be from FanDuel. Well, Oregon. Yeah, 10.5. 10.5. I'm taking the over. Sign me up for the over. I think I don't see any worse than 11-1. What is Penn State's? Penn State's at 10.5 too. I've done a Penn State schedule video too, but check their schedule out. They have a favorable schedule too. Nevada, FIU, and Villanova in the non-con. Those are all wins. Then that Oregon game we just talked about. UCLA, Northwestern, at Iowa. They'll be favored in all 3 of those. But they have to play at Ohio State. So, what was the win total? 10.5. They'd have to win. They'd have to win one of those. They got to beat either Oregon or Ohio State, and then no more losses. Indiana, Michigan State, Nebraska, and Rutgers. Penn State 10-2, Oregon 11-1. I don't know. If you weren't here yesterday, woo wet. We're trying something new here on the morning show. Sorry, it's called woo wet. So yesterday was Monday. We spun the woo wet wheel. Y'all picked red or black. I forget what y'all picked. Anyway, we do a $25 spin on the woo wet wheel. And whatever y'all picked, it was right. So we hit for $25. So today's Tuesday. We're going to take that $25 and roll it over. So today, we're doing a $50 spin on the woo wet wheel. Whatever y'all choose, red or black. We're going to do a $50 spin on the woo wet wheel. If we hit again today, then on Thursday, we're going to do a $75 spin. If that hits, then on Friday, we'll do a $100 spin. If at any point we miss, we go back to 25. We might have a few repeat conference champs this year. Well, we're having one for sure in the SEC, you know. I think we'll have Clemson is I think Clemson is almost a lock to win the ACC. Again, I'm not making any predictions yet, so anything I say is just where my head is at right now. I don't start official predictions until around the end of May. But Clemson seems like a good pick in the ACC. Big 12 is hard. I have a feeling the Big 12 is going to be hard to sort of pick every year. Arizona State won it last year. They were picked to finish dead last. So, the Big 10, boy, it's hard not to go with Oregon or Ohio State. Both have new quarterbacks. Both were really good last year. Both teams loaded with NFL talent. How many weeks are there until the college football season starts? Baylor, man, give us the breakdown on that. You're in charge of that kind of thing. How many weeks are there until the college football season starts? There's 12 playoff teams. I'm going to start picking one playoff team a week once we get to 12 weeks to go. I'm going to start picking one playoff team a week. 20 weeks and some change. Baylor, man, you got to let me know when we get to let me know when we get to 13 weeks, because I want to wrap it up a couple of weeks before the season starts. So let me know when we get to like 13 or 14 weeks to go. And I'm going to start making a series of videos once a week where I pick one playoff team a week. So, who wins the SEC? And don't say Bama or LSU. I think LSU's got a better chance than Bama. Like, if I was going to start that right now, picking one playoff team, I would pick Clemson or Oregon. And then whichever one I didn't pick between those two, I'd add that one the next week. I think Clemson and Oregon are the two easiest teams to pencil into the playoffs right now for next year. The week 0 games, there's only one good one. And good is a relative term, but Kansas State at Iowa State in Ireland. The rest of them are dog shit. Stanford in Hawaii, Fresno State in Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky. The only decent game is Kansas State at Iowa. And I actually think this will be a good game, too. You know, my boy Avery Johnson is back at quarterback for Kansas State. I like him. But Iowa State's always one of the best coached teams. They've always got a pretty good team. They're always a threat to win the Big 12. Well, I say always, most years. But that will be a good one. This is about on par with the game we got last year, I think, Georgia Tech and Florida State. It's a game worth watching. Is it two marquee top 10 teams? No, but it's a game worth watching. Kansas State and Iowa State and Ireland. I think y'all are messing with me on that red and black poll because it's literally tied at 50-50. So we need somebody else to vote. FSU win total? Good question. My guess, 7.5 or 8.5 would be my guess. Let's see if I'm right. 7.5. 7.5 win total. I could make a video on all this too, actually. Not a bad idea. Where's my copious notes in that? I did my Bleacher Report show last night, but all I did was cry about spring games for 30 minutes. I don't need to make a video about that for YouTube. Let's see. Win totals. Could do that. That would be an interesting video. Really, I could get 5 videos out of that because I could do all 5 conferences separate. I could do an ACC win total video, SEC win total video. Well, 4. I could do a separate video for all 4 conferences on that. And let's be real, this time of year, anything you can do to spread things out, that's the way to go there on that. Let's look at their schedule, Florida State. All right. They start out with Alabama. That's a loss. East Texas, they should win. Kent State, they should win. At Virginia, I think they'll probably win that one. So 1, 2. Well, let's count the losses. Alabama's a loss. Miami's a loss. Pitt and Stanford. Clemson is a loss. Florida's a loss. Yeah, I mean, it looks like 7-5 or 8-4. So the win total looks about right to me. Let's count the wins. 1, 2, 3. Maybe they split here. So 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, or 8 wins. 6, 7, or 8 wins. Vanderbilt. If I bet on Alabama versus Florida State game, I'm doing over-under points. The line on that game is interesting. I don't even know what the line is. Do they? Let me see if they've got any lines on FanDuel. Games. Here we go. Early lines on early games. Kansas State, a 3.5-point favorite over Iowa State in Ireland. Auburn, a 1.5-point favorite over Baylor. I love Auburn there. Sorry, Baylor, man. Georgia Tech at Colorado. Georgia Tech, a 3.5-point favorite. I like Georgia Tech there. LSU at Clemson. I like Clemson there. LSU can't win week 1 games. Texas at Ohio State. Boy, I don't know about 3.5, but I'd buy it down to, I'd take Ohio State at -3 at home. Utah and UCLA. Probably take Utah there. Syracuse and Tennessee. I think Tennessee will win. 14.5 though. Don't know about that. Alabama at Florida State. I like Alabama -8.5. Over under 51.5. I like the under. Somebody mentioned the over under. I like the under 51.5. Florida State's not going to get to 20. So unless you think Bama's scoring 40, I like the under. South Carolina at Virginia Tech. I like South Carolina to win. 9.5 points. Don't know about that. Notre Dame at Miami. Miami's a 2.5-point underdog. I'll take Miami at home, plus 2.5. TCU at North Carolina. Shit. Give me TCU. Bill Belichick don't know what he's doing. They got the Ohio State Michigan line out already. Why does it say September 1st, 7:30? This game's not on September 1st at 7:30. Oh, never mind. I'm looking wrong. November 29th. Okay. November 29th. Ohio State, a 5.5-point favorite on the road at Michigan. Obviously, I'll take Michigan plus the points there. Don't even have to think about that. Don't even have to think about that. All right. 51% of you say black today. Let's spin the wheel and see if we can hit 2 days in a row. We did a $25 spin yesterday. It hit. So today we are doing a $50 spin. And we will see if it hits. 50 on black. It's been 3 reds in a row, so I don't know. Some people say play the streak, keep going with it, red. Some people say go against the streak. We'll see. Y'all say black for $50. Here we go. There's the spin. Come on, black. Come on, black. Red. Y'all lose again. Well, you won yesterday, but. All right, so Thursday we go back to $25. 16 red was the winner. Thursday we go back to red. Thursday we go back to 25. Eventually, we'll hit these 3 or 4 days in a row, and we'll get up to a $100 spin on a Friday, and that'll be fun. That will be fun. I've been having nightmares about 8th grade words for weeks now. Oh, well. What else is going on? Oh, call-in show tonight. I'm looking forward to that. I had a good time on the call-in show last week. It'd been forever since I had done it. I did the call-in show last Tuesday. I had not done the call-in show since the Tuesday after the national championship game. That's how long it had been. Or maybe the Thursday. The national championship game was on a Monday. I think I did the call-in show that Tuesday and that Thursday, the end of January. But then I didn't do the call-in show at all during the month of February and the entire month of March until last Tuesday. So I don't know what that is. 6 or 7 weeks we took off from the call-in show. But I had a good time on that call-in show last week. So we'll be back at it tonight, 9 o'clock, Uncle Lou After Dark, the college football call-in show. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. I got to get my mind in the right asshole state to deliver hard news to a bitching client. Well, you can always hire me out to do that. I'm an expert at delivering, what'd you say, hard news or bad news, whatever you said. I'm an expert at that. I'd be happy to handle that for you for a small fee. Yeah, that's right. That's right. No one works for free. Well, I work for free on the morning show, but you know what I mean in general. In general. Any mad Tennessee fans on Twitter this morning? Let's check my replies. No. Looks like they have started to move on. That's good. I need weather to hurry up and get warm. The pool water is clear now. It needs to be warm. Yeah, you got about another month on that, bud. About another month on that. Can you call Bleacher Report and tell them to fix their app? It's garbage. No, but I agree with you. I completely agree with you. I don't understand why people, well, Bleacher Report should have a YouTube channel, and all of these videos should be there. Like, why are you trying to create something from scratch when what you're trying to create already exists and has infinitely more people on it? Like, you know, I love the people at Bleacher Report. They've treated me great. There's some good people over there. But the idea that a sports blog or whatever they are, the size of Bleacher Report, thinks that they can create their own video sharing platform and we're just going to put our videos there. I'm like, hello? You know, no one's going to watch that. No one's going to watch that. Their app was great until the update. Well, don't even get me started on that. There was about 6 or 7 times I sat down to do my live show for Bleacher Report during the months of January, February, and March, where I couldn't even do it. It was so broken. Is the pollen still bad? Yes, real bad. Now, it rained and stormed yesterday, so that's good for the pollen, because that's the only thing that helps. Rain and wind is the only thing that helps get rid of the pollen. And yesterday we had a lot of both of it, a lot of both. It knocks all the pollen down out of the air and out of the trees. But we're going to need that to happen like once a week for the next 3 or 4 weeks in a row. Once it goes about 3 or 4 days with no rain, that's when the pollen gets really, really bad. It just hangs in the trees, floats through the air. I mean, there's times here where you can look off in the distance here and you can literally see pollen clouds half a mile away just floating through the city. And the only thing that gets rid of it is time, or if you want to speed it up, rain and wind. Because rain and wind knock it down out of the air and out of the trees and wash it away. You know? But that's the only thing that helps. Yeah, it looks like a yellow cloud of smoke. It's the closer you are to it, the harder it is to see it. You have to see it. You have to see it off in the distance. No, you can't really. I can't smell pollen. No. Maybe, I don't know. I can't smell pollen. Can any of y'all smell the pollen? Nate wants to know, can you smell it? You're weird, Nate. I don't smell the pollen, no. You know the pollen's bad if you walk outside and 3 minutes later your eyes are watering and your nose is running. That's how you know. But I've never noticed a smell from the pollen. Nate, do you want to come down here and smell it, bud? You want to come down here and smell it? So today it probably won't be that bad out because of the big storms yesterday. So it shouldn't be that bad today. No, we lost on the wheel today. The chat chose black and it hit red 16. So Thursday we start back over at $25. See if we can hit it on Thursday. Nate smells people's hair like Joe Biden. Is that true, Nate? Pine trees. Nate, what's your favorite type of hair to smell? Oh, so it's Slaw's fault. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Hoghead. I really appreciate that, buddy. That means a lot. Recoup some of our losses from the wheel. Thank you, Hog Man. Hope you're doing all right. Huffer Billy Paul also had a super chat. Not worthying for free today. Damn it. Yeah, no worthying for free. You tell him, Slaw. Thank you, Slaw. Thank you, Hoghead, for the super chats. I really appreciate that. Today's April 1st, first day of the month, and we got $20 in super chats. I think that means we've already made more in April on this show than we made in all of March. Let's look. Let's see how much money we made in March on the morning show. I'm gonna say $7. Let's look and see. Let me see if you have. All right, month of March. We made $35. $35. There we go. Everything is Slaw's fault, and everything was BVD's idea. Yes. In fact, it was BVD's idea for things to be Slaw's fault. No, I don't do. I used to mess with my kids when they were younger on April Fools. You know, wake them up, tell them school got canceled, do shit like that. But no, I don't really do that. Anymore. The pine pollen isn't as allergic as other pollen, but it's a mess maker. Yeah, a week or so ago, I actually left the garage door open. I don't remember if it was overnight or all day or whatever it was. Everything in the garage was yellow. My car and everything else in the garage was just covered in yellow. Just from, one day or 4 or 5 hours with the garage door being open. Both Robinson boys are practicing in full pads. Since when? Because last week they were in walking boots and everything else. So, but anyway, I mean, there's still 5 more months for them to get hurt again before the season starts. So, or 4 more months or whatever it is. Oh, 5 months: April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, we got 5 months still. All of April, May, June, July. That's 4 months. And then almost all of August, because week 0 is whatever it is, August 24th or something. Zeus says, I won about $1,000 on Grand Canyon last month. Here's your cut. Thank you, Zeus. Yeah, Grand Canyon was a wagon until they weren't in the NCAA tourney. But yeah, we all made a couple of bucks on Grand Canyon in that conference tournament. Yep. Yep. Thank you, Zeus and Hoghead and Slaw for hitting the super chats this morning. I really appreciate that. Truth or troll? Tucci walks right past his house multiple times a week and disappears just to practice for the next slob event. Yes. Yes. Oh, hey. Hey. What if we played hide and seek at the slobs? Boy, you might as well just print Tucci's name on that trophy for the next. You might as well just fill the trophy up with the rest of the things, just Tucci every year. If we start playing hide and seek. If we played hide and seek at the slobs, nobody'd ever find that motherfucker. Oh. Boy. You know the t-shirt they make that's got a picture of Bigfoot on it and it says hide and seek champion of the world? We ought to make one of those, but it's a picture of Tucci. I wish I had I've got some pictures of Tucci, like the one on the screen, but I would need a picture of Tucci by himself. I don't have that. I would need a picture of Tucci by himself, and I could make a t-shirt with him on it that says hide and seek champion of the world. Oh, man. Yeah, find me one. Find me one. Anybody planning any trips to Cherokee? You've won 6 weeks in a row from the bookie. I've won 3 of the last 4 or 4 of the last 5. I can't remember which. In one of the weeks, no, 2 of the weeks were, I had a $900 week and a $1,300 week. Pay Lou, bring on the talent show. Yeah, we're about 8 weeks away from the talent show. We'll start it. So I'm going to New York the last week of May. So that next week, the first week of June, we'll start the talent show. Yeah, I guess we need to start talking about that. I need to start reminding people about the talent show because, well, I don't think there's any point. It doesn't matter how much notice I give people about the talent show. This is, it's starting on this day. You've got 2 months. Get started. Make your video. This is the day it starts. It's 2 months away. You got 60 days notice. That day comes around, and 3 people have sent in a talent show video. And then I say, okay, we're going to postpone it 1 week. And then 20 people send in a video like that, that last week or whatever. So I don't really think it matters how far in advance I start telling people. Everybody waits until the talent show starts, and then they go, oh, yeah, I forgot. And then I extend it for a week, and then they send it in. So I guess that's just what we'll do again. I have a Ford Escape, but mine is old enough to drink legally. Damn, I didn't even know they'd been making those things for that long. For real. Yes, you do, Hoghead. Thank you, Mike, for the super chat, by the way. I read the comment. I forgot to thank you. Thank you. So thank you, Mike, Zeus, Hoghead, and Slaw for the super chats this morning. Yeah, everybody needs to enter the talent show. The more people, I mean, look, the talent show is a great idea, and we've had a lot of fun with it, but the idea isn't what makes it great. It's the people sending videos in is what makes it great. The funnier, the better. My talent will be chugging a Coors Banquet. What is that? Some kind of a beer? We've had people send in chugging videos before. A couple of 1 year, 2 different people sent in chugging videos. What was it, about 3 years ago, I guess? Yeah, Trenches was one. I can't remember who the other one was. Whatever happened to him? Does he still make videos? Or does he just hide in the backroom deals with the backroom boys still? Yeah, if there's any Tennessee fans that want to send in butt chugging videos, that's fine too. Fishing football, I don't see him around anymore either. I've been doing this for almost 11 years now. And it's weird sometimes to stop and think about like some of the people that used to be around here all the time, and now they're just, you're like, oh yeah, forgot about that. What happened to them? Like, they're just gone. You know, Tiger Baskins, never see him anymore. Fishing football, don't see him anymore. Trenches, don't see him anymore. No, I'm not even talking about the off season. I'm talking about years for some of these people. Yeah. Is he still doing videos and live stream? He used to do live streams all the time. And is he still doing that? And I just haven't seen him, or what? To be like him and his wife would do a lot of them. Oh yeah, weren't you supposed to fight Rooster Man's wife or something, sir? You or something weird. What was that? Or you were gonna fight him because y'all were gonna fight at the Slob Olympics or something, weren't you? Jared, the Vandy fan. Yeah. I hear from him about once a year. He calls into the call-in show about once a year still. He called in once this past season. Yeah, you've been here a long time, Blazer Dog. Oh, that's right. You said the word. It was something to do with the word cunt, wasn't it? I don't even think you were calling her a cunt. You just, you know how some women don't like that word, and she got really mad about it or something, and y'all got into it, and then Rooster Man was going to whip your ass at Slob Olympics or something. I forget the whole story, but I mean, it was funny. The ultimate troll. Well, he's not allowed to come on here anymore. Not because of me, but because of his mom. Remember, I called his mom. In Australia, it's considered a greeting. Remember the Australian Florida fan that used to call in? Literally from Australia? Remember him? I used to call him the didgeridoo. Hadn't heard from him in a while. What was the storyline behind that? Behind what? Australia is the Florida of countries. Damn. Actually, Sir UJ, I think in your case it's both. You've been here for a long time, and you're here for a good time. Ice is the only one that can get rid of Mike, yeah. Auburn fan that lived in the Middle East. Yep, remember him too. Yep. Oh, that's right. You're in Thailand, yeah. Is that where that big earthquake was last week? Was that Thailand or somewhere over there? Wasn't there an Indiana fan with a strange voice that used to call? That's Pete's show. That guy wouldn't last 15 seconds on my call-in show. He calls into Pete's show and stays on for 45 minutes. Any of the slobs have a place to rest their heads when coming through Texas? Yeah, I need to go there. Thailand, Myanmar border. Yeah, I saw some videos like buildings collapsing, and then I saw some kind of death toll over 1,000. Or obviously you're okay, so that's good, but that seemed like a bad one. Vic has been here for 27 years and he's still a toddler. Yeah, facts. Yeah, I know. 45 minutes from the casino. I know. What airport is it I would fly into? What city are you near? Don't tell me Dallas. Because Augusta flies straight to Dallas. I'll be on there this afternoon. No, I can't do that. Yeah, George is still around. He shows up every once in a while. Dallas. Damn it. Augusta to Dallas. Actually, hold on. Let's do nonstop only. Augusta to Dallas. Ooh, look at these prices during Masters Week. Yeah, don't fly in or out of Augusta during Masters Week. Look at this shit. Well, it's expensive to fly to Dallas. Yeah, only one flight a day in and out, Augusta to Dallas. I guess that's why they're so expensive. I can fly to Vegas for cheaper than that. Yeah, you might have to just meet me in Vegas, bud. You might have to just meet me in Vegas. I can fly to Vegas for cheaper than that. Now, my birthday's in May. Go to Vegas in May. I'm not doing anything in May. Well, I am doing something in May. We're going to New York, but not to the last week of May. Look at this, a flight to Vegas for $259. They're just begging me to go. But that's the day I leave to go to New York. This day right here. $319. 3 nights in Vegas? I can handle 3 nights. 3 nights is nothing. 3 nights is nothing. This is the flight I like to take, though. It's 484. I like to take this 530 flight. 484. And the return flight, I like this one, the overnight flight, because you can sleep the whole way. Leave Vegas at midnight, arrive in Augusta at 9:37 a.m. Sounds good to me. Let's do it. No, I'm just kidding. I can't do it. Oh, I don't even have it on the screen. Sorry. Anyway. You might be in Cherokee next week. You talking about for Masters Week? Shit. When? Give me some days. Yeah, there's several of y'all in Texas just in the chat right now. I'm just realizing that. But Baylor, man, Biggs, Wet Blanket's only an hour from Dallas. You're in Oklahoma, though, aren't you? But it doesn't matter. I mean, you're only an hour from there. Oh, okay, what do you mean if you're going to Cherokee, let you know? Man, I let you know last time. You said you were coming and you never showed up. I'll let you know this afternoon. Might take the family for a few days. Yeah, you know, they got the indoor pool, the bowling alley. You could take a day and go downtown. Have you ever been to downtown Cherokee, Sir UJ? It ain't much. I mean, you know, it's 5 or 10 Indian gift shops and maybe a restaurant or two. But we've taken BA's kids down there. It's good for something to do for 3 or 4 hours, you know. Get you out of the casino for 3 or 4 hours. But then they got the indoor pool there for the kids. They got the bowling alley, the arcade. We should do that too. You were in Murphy 3 times last week. Yeah, but you don't gamble, Jay. Fence General, what's up, bud? Yeah, Hogman, you didn't even text me and say, like, fuck you, I'm not coming. You just didn't show up. You know, Hogman, I was wandering around the casino aimlessly all day, just waiting for you to show up, and then you never did. I was like, dang. Guess he's busy. I don't know. You're taking the barn to win it all? I like Florida or Duke. I like Florida or Duke still. Probably Duke. I think Duke's the betting favorite right now. I know. Wasn't Florida the number 1 seed? Florida, or who was the number 1 seed? Florida or Auburn? I can't remember, but Duke's the betting favorite right now. I'll come to Blood Mountain and gamble with you. I don't know what that is. What is that? Sounds like a haunted house they prop up during Halloween. I've never heard of Blood Mountain. I don't know what that is. I went on vacation about as far away from Lou and still texting him. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Idiot FSU fan still on Twitter saying the SEC rigged the tournament for the SEC. Yeah, that's their new thing now. It's weird. When they think the playoffs are rigged, it's because the playoffs are on ESPN, and so ESPN is rigging it. Now they're claiming the basketball tournament is rigged, even though it's not on ESPN. It's on CBS and CBS-owned networks. But somehow they're still saying ESPN rigged it. It's fucking... the mind of the Florida State fan has been so destroyed and polluted over the last 2.5 or 3 years. Like 50 years from now, sociologists should look back and do a study on like what the fuck happened to Florida State fans from 2023 to 2025. It's unreal. Yeah, their Florida State's basketball team is suing Florida State. I mean, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. I don't know. I don't know anymore. You know, I just don't know anymore. Any video anybody sends in is getting played on the talent show. We go through this every year, but you don't have to ask me if something is a talent. Send a video in, and it gets put into the talent show. Now, I'll tell you what does suck is that there's nothing to bet on today until like 7 o'clock tonight. Well, 6:40. The baseball games don't start today till 6:40. the NBA games don't start until 7:30. So we're going to have to find something else to do all day today during the day. Russian women's basketball live bet. I don't even know if there's any basketball on the live bet. Let's see. The only thing on is one game in the Philippines. Hold on now. I thought you weren't allowed to refer to Asian people as Oriental anymore. Hey, lady, isn't referring to Asian people as Oriental considered a slur? No. Well, look at this. This is a Philippines basketball team called Oriental. It can't be a slur if they're calling themselves that. Oriental Mindoro Disciplinados versus the Rizal Golden Coolers. Oriental. Oriental is a rug. Yeah, well, what's the Orient Express then? A magic carpet ride? What's the Orient Express? If Oriental is a rug, then what's the Orient Express? A magic carpet ride? I don't think it can be a slur if they're referring to themselves as that, though. I think that automatically makes it not a slur. Only crazy white women are the ones that get offended nowadays. Oh, that's not true at all. That's not true at all. There is no one category of people that gets offended. Everyone gets offended. Have you seen the conservatives running around crying about the new Snow White movie? They're offended as shit. Liberals are offended by Elon Musk. Conservatives are offended by the new Snow White movie. White people are offended by DEI. Black people are offended by whatever it is they're offended by. Oh, they're offended by any video you make about Deion Sanders. BA is offended because there's an Oriental basketball team called Oriental. Eskimo is a slur? Well, what do you call the people that live in igloos and wear those furry jackets? Mike's offended because he's Mexican but looks white. I don't know. Does Mike look like Colby? Maybe. Don't know. Colby does look like he's could possibly be some kind of Mexican, though. Inuit instead of Eskimo? I think I'm just going to keep saying Eskimo. I'm a day walker. I'm white, but half Mexican. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty obviously white too. I don't ever get confused for anything other than white. Now, there's been a few people over the years that thought I was a nice guy, you know, and for whatever reason, they were confused by that. I don't tan at all. Not really. I wonder when Slaw gets that pool cleaned up and warmed up, if he's gonna invite me up there any this summer to go swimming or hang out up there and go swimming. He never did last year. Not a single time. I don't know. See if he does it this year. Oh, hey, Monk, you coming to check on me? You coming to check on me? Yeah, we're doing the morning show, Tutor. You okay? Did you just wake up or what? Did you just wake up? You're a sweet baby. You're a sweet baby. Where should Dula? Oh, where should Dula and DJ David wrestle next year in Vegas? So this past January they wrestled inside the Coyote Ugly Bar at New York Casino. Where should they wrestle next? You know where they should wrestle next year? Here's what we're going to do. Before we go to Fremont Street next year in Vegas, we're going to go somewhere and we're going to buy some black tape. We're going to go to Fremont Street. We're going to make our own black circle on Fremont Street. And Dula and David are going to wrestle inside that black circle. And the loser is the one that gets pushed out of the black circle. And we'll do best 3 out of 5. We'll even put a bucket on the ground and maybe they'll make $1 or $2. We should do that. Bring some black tape down to Fremont. Tape off a circle. Put Dula and David in there. Put a bucket on the ground. See who can get shoved out of that circle. Now, that would be funny. That would be funny. You can bet on soccer at 245. I don't. If I was going to bet on soccer, it would be only international soccer. Nothing beats good, inexpensive entertainment in Vegas. Yeah, that's one of the best parts about Vegas. You know, it can be an expensive place to go if you want it to be. You know, you can go to expensive shows and eat in expensive restaurants and gamble away all your money, or you can literally just walk around all day and be entertained for free. Seriously. And honestly, that's some of the most fun you'll have in Vegas, is just walking around and people watching. Or find one of those restaurants or bars on the strip that has outdoor seating that overlooks the strip. Go in there, order you a drink and an appetizer for $25 or something, and just sit there for an hour and just watch the people that walk by. It's literally some of the most fun and best entertainment you'll have anywhere. Facts. Big facts, too. Huge, even. Most of the shows in Vegas are not expensive. Depends on which ones you pick. What mic do you use? This is an Audio Technica AT4040, I think. Audio Technica AT2040 XLR. Most of the shows in Vegas are not expensive. Me and a friend have a podcast, and the mics seem to be going out. What kind? The setup that you're using has a lot to do with what type of mic you can get. You know, so if you have a USB mic, you're just running directly to your computer. Generally, I have an audio interface. My mic runs to that, and then that runs to the computer, and the audio interface has XLR input. XLR generally is going to sound a little better than a USB, but, I mean, most people can't tell the difference, but I have a Rodecaster Pro, and I run everything through there, and then the Rodecaster Pro runs to the computer. Mic stands, audio interface, and XLR. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. And Audio Technica's both the last two mics I've had have been Audio Technica, and I've been happy with both of them. I'm not an expert though. You know, I mean, is it going to be as good as a Shure MB5 or whatever the $500 microphones? No. Or the what's the other one? What's the other one you see everybody using? But for $100 to $200, these are pretty good mics, and mine have lasted forever. This one I'm talking into now is at least 3 or 4 years old, and the one I had before this. So this is the 2040. The one I had before this was the 2020. I still have it, and it still works. I use this one when I'm sitting down. The other one I still have plugged up. I use it when I'm standing up, like during game streams and shit like that. This one I'm talking into now, you have to be pretty close to it you know, it doesn't pick up a lot of like ambient noise, which is great. But if I were to try to use this mic while I was doing game streams where I'm, you know, sometimes 7 or 8 feet away, like if I back the chair up right now and start talking, you'll see you can barely hear me, especially if I turn my head this way, you can hardly even hear anything I'm saying. It's just not going to pick anything up. But then when I scoot back closer to the mic, you can start hearing a lot better. The other one, the AT2020, it picks up a wider range, so I can roam all around the room and it picks it up fine. But this one here, you have to be sitting right in front of it. Blue Yeti. A Yeti was the first mic I ever had. I hated it. It weighs 25 pounds. It looks like a dumbbell. It picks up. I mean, if somebody 3 rooms away sneezes, it picks it up. I don't like it. I didn't like it at all. It literally looks like a 2 liter. It's about the size of a 2 liter Coke. I didn't like it at all. But that was the first one I had too. The Blue Yeti. I've always bought my mics off of Amazon. So let's see. What is Audio Technica AT2040 mic? Let's see. Let me see if I can find the one. Let me see if I can find the one I have here. Put it on the screen for you. This one. This is the one I have right here. Yeah, purchased October 2022, so almost 3 years ago. This one right here. This is the one I'm using now. $100. I think it was $200 when I bought it, but that was 3 years ago. So they probably have a newer model or a newer version of this one out now. I don't know, but this is the exact one that I have. Audio Technica AT2040. That's the exact one that I have. This exact one. I'd be surprised if you could find a better microphone for $100. This is a great mic. How much do you think the average streamer spends on equipment to get rolling nowadays? $0. You shouldn't spend anything in the beginning. You have everything you need on your cell phone. All I had, I think a cell phone, all I had was a cell phone, I think, first 5 years I was doing this channel. Now, a lot has changed between 2014 and now. It's a lot. In 2014, the setup that I have now, if I would have bought it in 2014, would have cost 10 grand. You know, things get cheaper over time. Now, I mean, my soundboard probably costs $300 or $400. This microphone is $100. You can get a camera for $100. You know, a webcam or something for $100. What else do you need? Lighting, you know, $50 to $100. You know, most people already have a computer. If you don't, that's going to cost you another $2 grand. Decent set of headphones for $100. I mean, but the way to do it is to spend the least amount of money possible in the beginning and upgrade over time. That's what I did. You know, spend the least amount of money possible just to get started, and then just upgrade over time. Bourbon and Ball. That sounds like a great name for a podcast. All I have is a cell phone, my old laptop, and an iPad that I cracked during the Clemson game. Yeah, that's all you need. I mean, all you need is a cell phone. You can do, I guess to do a podcast, it depends if you're going to video record the podcast. If all you're doing is an audio podcast, you can even do that from just your cell phone. But doesn't seem like a horrible startup cost. No, it's not. You need space to do it. You know, you need somewhere in your house to do it, whether that's a spare bedroom. When I first went full-time on YouTube, I worked 2.5 years in my garage. I didn't have a spare bedroom. We lived in a 3-bedroom house and we had 2 kids. And we didn't have a bonus room or anything like that. There was nowhere in the house for me to do it. So I carved out 25% of the garage or whatever and made that my YouTube studio. And for about 3 years, I worked in that garage. Didn't matter if it was 110 outside or 30 degrees outside. I was in that garage every day. But the most important thing about any YouTube channel or any podcast is the person doing it or the people doing it, not the equipment. You could strip away all of Joe Rogan's fancy equipment and he would still have one of the most successful podcasts on planet Earth. You could give Sleeta a $50,000 budget to build his dream YouTube studio, and still nobody would watch. So, there's only so much you can cover up with fancy equipment and cameras and microphones. And if people don't like you, or you're not entertaining, or you're not funny, or they're not learning anything from watching or listening, then it doesn't matter how much money you spent on your setup.
No, lady, how about you shut the up? I'm doing LoutubeHere, bitch. No, lady, how about you shut the up? I'm doing LoutubeHere, bitch.
That was in the garage.
No, lady, how about you shut the up? I'm doing LoutubeHere, bitch.
You can see the garage door railing in the top right-hand corner of that clip.
No, lady, how about you shut the up? I'm doing LoutubeHere, bitch.
Speaking of the talent show.
I'm just a little bit perturbed.
What's funny is that video's from like 6 or 7 years ago. This one.
I'm just a little bit perturbed.
And here we are 6 or 7 years later, And if anything, he's even more perturbed.
I'm just a little bit perturbed.
Yeah. So 6 or 7 years ago, he was a little bit perturbed. I think now he's even more perturbed.
I'm just a little bit perturbed.
Why? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Tennessee sports, why are you doing this to me? Ah! Ah! Why? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Tennessee sports, why are you doing this to me? Ah! Ah! Why? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Tennessee sports.
Forget 100% committed. I'm 1000% committed. I do not care. I'm riding high on this sorry, sometimes sorry college football team. Forget 100% committed. I'm 1000% committed. I do not care. I'm riding high on this sorry, sometimes sorry college football team.
Hawk Tua. Hawk Tua.
Never made it as a wise man.
I'll tell y'all again. Meet us at Kroger Field. Uncle Lou, meet us at Kroger Field.
He's a Florida man, Lou.
Manny Diaz didn't know how to recruit. Guess what? Who did y'all get in the transfer protocol?
Nuts and honey.
Yeah, I should have clipped that slimy hot boy thing about I hate Michigan, but I don't have that. I should have.
Who had Georgia playing? Woo!
Who had Georgia play? Woo? Oh, man. Slimy Hot Boy sounds like the title of some movie. I have no interest in seeing. During jury duty, the judge didn't like it that I was an Ohio State fan and not a Kentucky basketball fan. Well, anything to get you thrown off the jury is a win. Oh, they didn't dismiss you. I like Wayne. I like Wayne. Let's see.
I don't speak pineapple, woo! I don't speak pineapple, woo! Bowl game, baby! Bowl game! Bowl game, baby! Bowl game! Bowl game, baby! Bowl game!
In the 305, bitches treat me like I'm Uncle Lou. In the 305, bitches treat me like I'm Uncle Lou. Take it too hard. We the best music. Another one.
I'm a turn up on a hater every chance I get. I want the biggest watch that they got. Don't care if that shit hurt my wrist.
I'm a turn up on a hater every chance that I get. I want the biggest watch that they got. Don't care if that shit hurt my wrist. Another one.
I gotta see that again.
Take it too hard. We the best music. Another one.
I'm a turn up on a hater every chance I get. I want the biggest watch that they got. Don't care if that shit hurt my wrist.
I'm a turn up on a hater every chance that I get. I want the biggest watch that they got. Don't care if that shit hurt my wrist. Another one.
Test me, yeah. Ric Flair drip, go woo on a bitch. 5790 spent the coupe on my wrist. Multi-million-dollar, I'm a fool with the hits. Hop up in the lemon, drop the roof, show the tits. Poppin', but you really not gon' shoot. 90 pointers, time.
What the hell is going on here?
I just want to see the ending again.
Multi-million-dollar, I'm a fool with the hits. Hop up in the lemon, drop the roof, show the tits. Poppin', but you really not gon' shoot. 90 pointers, time.
What the hell is going Whooping you! Whooping you! Whooping you!
Like me, she, don't you, baby? Don't you wish your girlfriend was raw like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was fun like me? Big fun, don't you?
Uncle Lou, I'm going to bring you in. I'm not talking to him. I really don't want to talk to him. Uncle Lou, I'm going to bring you in. I'm not talking to him. I really don't want to talk to him.
Dude. Dude's got on a Team Asshole shirt.
Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph.
I have pineapple. I have pineapple. I have pineapple.
I think, and this is not me being cocky, I think all of you would agree the morning show on LoutubeHere is definitely better with me on it. Today is proof today's morning show sucked.
Dang. I hate to hear that. Tater man, does whatever the tater can. Runs down the hill, rubs his rock. The ukulele can suck my. Watch out, here comes the tater man.
You listen what the general tell you now. You listen what the general tell you now.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't played with it.
What else can it do?
Yeah, what else can it do? I mean,
let me know.
Okay, so
let me know in the
does,
private chat.
It doesn't vibrate, so that may be a little bit of a disadvantage.
I thought, oh man, this looks so cool. I just want to wear it. Like, it's so beautiful. I want to wear it every day. Then that's probably something I want to do,
work out.
Right? Yeah. Well, for whatever reason, if going to work with it, that's a good idea, right?
You can change the modes on it, and you can. I don't know. I mean, I haven't played with it. So
let me know in the private chat.
It doesn't vibrate like so. That may be a little bit of a disadvantage. Coming. So
let me know in the private chat.
Coming.
Dang.
I'm gonna snort some cayenne pepper up my nose. I'm gonna snort some cayenne pepper up my nose. I'm gonna snort some cayenne pepper up my nose. I'm gonna snort some cayenne pepper up my nose.
Got me a wet paper towel here. Let me get all up in there good. That was a fly crawling across my camera.
Yeah, that was a roach, bud. That was definitely a roach.
That was a fly crawling across my camera.
I bust my ass, Lou. That's what I do every day. So you be careful who you mouth off to, jerk off.
I forgot about this guy, too. Whatever happened to this guy?
I bust my ass, Lou. That's what I do every day. So you be careful who you mouth off to, jerk off.
I forgot about this guy, too. Whatever happened to this guy?
jerk off.
I forgot about this guy, too. Whatever happened to this guy?
I bust my ass, Lou. That's what I do every day. So you be careful who you mouth off to, jerk off.
forgot about him. Neil Brown.
You big dummy. Shitter's full. Shitter's full.
Willy, 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 willy.
Okay, that's enough of that shit. Enough of that shit. All right. I'm going to get out of here. Call-in show tonight at 9. So make sure y'all tune in for that. Excited to get back into those. Did it last week. Going to keep it going this week. Call-in show tonight, 9 o'clock. Uncle Lou After Dark, the college football call-in show. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. Be back Thursday morning. No morning show on Wednesday, but we'll be back Thursday morning. Hope y'all have a great Tuesday and an even better morning, too.